You didn't see the countdown. They do a whole countdown. And the countdown, it goes 3, 2, 1. And I'm always like, is someone going to make it? And here we are. Made it. It's alive. But Resurrected if it's on YouTube. I'll get like 2 people on live and 20 people will watch it on YouTube. So oh my gosh. And if you watch it on both, I don't deserve you. This whole world doesn't. Another day. Another verbal autobiography. Wait a second. I'm not advocating smoking unless, like, if someone smokes, they should only ever smoke for them. Don't ever smoke for me. Like, I'm not here to encourage habits. Although I enjoy doing activities not alone. Not all of them, but the good majority of activities I prefer to do with other people. No one ever needs to smoke on my half. You're so fucking cool without smoking. Oh shit, see, that's why I can't do YouTube. Already, oh my god, verbal autobiography. I'm gonna have to owe even more money now. instead of getting paid, I just have to owe money. Like a Sawyer jar. I'm excited. I have my Dark and Darker shirt on. It's my summer Dark and Darker, the Luck of Cthulhu. HP loves some craft cheese and mac. I have a Lovecraft shirt that's like, it looks like a macaroni and cheese shirt and it says Lovecraft. And I've worn it well so many times. But yeah, if you're not doing anything, seriously, any day, like Dark and Darker tonight at Callback Bar. Last night at Callback Bar was phenomenal. It's going to be again tonight, Dark and Darker. It's going to be different, but it's still going to be a great show, uncomparable to the others. Just keep coming to the Callback Bar. This Wednesday is the open mic, and then 1 week from today is Dressed to Kill. The theme is the new Pope, which is old news now, although I do have a Pope hat still. Oh no, I'm giving it away. This is a secret. It's smart if you're watching it. Because the shit is, so I give a $50 prize for Best Dressed and then $50 prize for Best Jokes. And it's a $25 prize if you end up tying, but like, God, I hate when we tie. I shouldn't though. It's just because of the breaking up into 2 5s. The bar always is on hand for that. Hell yeah, thank you, bar. And the more winners, the better, I think, for anything. I mean, but the new thing I did is the shit. And so that is like some random thing. And it's usually just some crap I have around the house. Like last time it was a bag of fake shit. And I did have a bag of fake shit. Like now, I should have given one piece of fake. Oh, and it was all the change I had in like a jar. It was all the change for the shit last time. It was Sarah Ellsworth got it. It was a bag of change, and then all the change of fake shit I had in my room, which was a bag of both of those things. This time I'm going through. I have a few. I have some weird shit. This isn't going to be the prize, but this is my, if I decide to kill myself again, what I will hang myself with. This and a belt, because it's too like squishy. I'm not going to do that. Oh, I got some, this, yeah. This right here, this is just a baggie full of baby Jesuses. Yeah, they're holy. My brother, when I told him that, he was like, how do you know it's not just a bag of babies? And I told him, well, I'll show you how I know it's not just a bag of babies. I'm going to get one of these babies out. I really tied this bag. I was worried for these infants. Ooh, I shouldn't be. Damn, this not, though. Yeah. This is how you know it's not just a regular baby. Does this look like a regular baby? No. It's got a flat ass. This isn't a regular baby. This baby's been fasting. This baby's gonna grow up to have some cut abs on a cross. This baby never break a fast. That is a flat-ass baby Jesus, though. I love that they sell these. It's the best part of the nativity scene. But also there was something else. Yeah, what the whole thing. I do think I'm gonna do this one as the prize for the shit for Dress to Kill. This is something else. I don't know. I have a hard time partying with the entire bag of baby Jesuses right away. I don't know. Maybe I need a they're flat enough to bedazzle. I should just be like a baby Jesus. Christmas Dress to Kill is going to be wild. And honestly, it has to be because, like, my Christmas Dress to Kills have been some of... well, I can't say some of my favorite because they've all been so fun. And they are. I seriously come out next Sunday, and you will see come out this Sunday for Dark and Darker, which is Dress to Kill's cousin show. If you like dark humor and fashion, like, I mean, I dressed up to kill myself in a romper. I don't do this joke, so I'm not totally running a bit, although one day this will probably be part of something. I'm glad you're on live or on the Resurrected forum on YouTube. Like, I did dress to kill myself. I wore a romper because nothing makes you want to kill yourself more than not being able to conveniently pee. Oh, and I smelled like urine too. I remember I drew out that romper, but I have one pretty much exactly like it. So if you like dark jokes, come out to Dark and Darker. And if you're a little bit uncomfortable with the dark part, but you do want to know about like how ridiculous the cuts of women clothing can be, come out to Dress to Kill. Or just come out and see me anytime. I got jokes. My favorite is like I try to categorize my jokes, and then I realize like my topics, like my most common, because they say write what you know. In a comedy, you'll naturally end up kind of writing what you know for like your bit. It's like, what did I know? It's like drinking and wanting to make friends. I have so many jokes about drinking and wanting to make friends. I also do therapy. So, admittedly, I like my first couple of years in comedy was not also in therapy. It's going well. It's hard to get a good therapist. I think that people are like, it's therapy. As a people, I would say something not like, don't feel bad because it takes a long time to find a good therapist. And for therapy to really work, you basically almost need to feel like you have a homie that you like get to check in with. Like, I feel like I have a long distance friend, but because we talk over the thing, but like I check in with her like every other week, and she even says like I don't know, it is a very, I don't know, yeah, maybe I just need a therapist to feel validated. I'll admit, words of affirmation are like my love language. My therapist tells me I inspire her. It makes me feel good. Also make her laugh all the time. And so like, oh my God, my favorite kind of people are the people that like, their sense of humor goes with my jokes. And even if it's like, if you're not, I still love you, but damn, do I love when I find the people with a sense of humor that matches my jokes. Life has blessed me with them. I personally think whatever created me thinks I'm funny. I don't always get its sense of humor, but I like that it thinks I'm funny. All right. Well, let's see what questions we're going to ask in the me journal or the Amy journal. I'm not writing in it. That would take too much time. I'm verbalizing it. I'm going to need some liquid for verbalizing. Because this Cali weed good, but my mouth dry. Okay. Did you ever babysit someone outside your siblings? Yes. Some blessed times as a babysitter. I got hooked the fuck up when I was like 12, 13, 14 by getting to babysit, and I mean like paid money that I honestly didn't deserve, to babysit the kids down the street. The kids down the street, the boy was 2 years younger than me, and the girl was 4 years younger than me. My brother is 3 years younger than me. I got paid to hang out with my friends for a summer by their like it was like. And then we had like fun too, and I did take things seriously. Like I always tried to make lunch. So the way that I went, so I was the oldest, and then the next one down was Jonathan. He was 2 years younger than me, and I was babysitting him. And then 3 years younger than me, 1 year younger than Jonathan was my brother Joe. And then 1 year younger than Joe, 4 years younger than me was Jonathan's sister Natalie, who was like one of my, honestly, like, I don't know, maybe it was autism or something. There was some maturity things that, like, having a friend 4 years younger than me wasn't bad. Like, I still definitely want to play paper dolls. It was like, I like, there's a lot of like toy shit we would still do. But then also we were like responsible. So like we would cook things and like we would walk to the store and pick up stuff. Like, like, yeah, it wouldn't, honestly, if you think about it, like the older you get, how negligible 4 years is. It was kind of, like, so yeah, I got hooked up. I got like paid to hang out with my friends. Basically, their mom was like, here's some money. I trust the girls to be responsible. We're going to show it with money. That was like kind of the thing. Like we were in charge of the money. So like, but basically, yeah, great several summers. That is though, I'm always a big fan of horror movies. Come to Dark and Darker. And there was a few times I did make them watch like horror movies. Not make, but like, let's say like, you know, I'm still the, you know, the oldest, I was the cool girl. Like, we're going to watch this horror movie. And then I would be afraid and be like, hey, does everyone want to just spend the night? Like, we should have a slumber party. I'm like, Natalie, you tell your mom, let's spend the night. They're like, they got families now and stuff. I honestly, one thing I hope about comedy is that sometimes like, I'm like, I don't know who's going by what name, but maybe like the more I'm out there, the more it'll bring people to me, like that I used to know or that I should know. One of my coworkers who passed away, her granddaughter, I think I'm going to meet someday. Have you searched for yourself online? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. And I'm very, very proud to say that if you Google Amy Thompson, Sacramento, comedy, I will come up. But you need all four of those words. You miss one of them, it's not going to be me. Other fun new comic advice: when you like start doing good at shows and people want to follow you, you're talking to your audience and they want to follow you. I would do this, and I thought I came up with this idea, but I didn't. But other people have done this. Ask to put it in yourself. Be like, hey, I'll put it in, and then like you don't even have to follow me back. Like, let me follow you. But then type in your name and see how many characters it takes for you to actually pop up. It's humbling. Like, I got the underscore, I got AMY and an underscore. Oh, shit. No, I have SAC. That is funny for me. I always, that is, I feel that, I don't know why I chose, my Instagram name originally was my last name and my middle name, or my last name and my first name mixed together. So it was like THAMY, like some weird thing I kind of did because I didn't want people to find me. And then when I was like, I had Instagram for like 1 year and I was like, you know what? After this year, I want people to find me on here. I felt like I like these squirrel pictures. Sack of Amy is the thing that I went for. And I guess I continually fill in the city, but it does make it funny because it's like, I have a whole joke about my whole Amy joke is that my name starts with the letter A and then my Instagram handle doesn't. That's not part of the joke. I just do tell people to follow me on Instagram. Sack of Amy. One thing I don't say, an old tag I used to have, but I'm like, every time I try and go to cut fat, I just end up adding tags. Clearly, I'm full of words. That's why you don't want to kill me. I will explode. We will drown in words. It will burst with them. There'll be too many at once. A tag that I wrote, but I'm not using right now because of trimming the fat, even though this is a joke. It just doesn't get laughs. Oh man, I'm not even going to do it in the context of, but Like the whole thing is my name starts with A and I'm like triple A. But I would say, oh yeah, follow me, Sack of Amy on Instagram. Sack of Amy, no K, triple K would be bad. Doesn't get a lot of laughs. Maybe because I talk too fast. You know, sometimes I'm like, bitch, you know you funny, you just talk too fast. Bursting with jokes. I'm like, I only have 5, but I've got 27 jokes. But then it's like seconds per laugh. No one can even process your humor. No idea what's playing on Amy Radio right now. One of my favorite, I ironically will add songs to Amy Radio because I think the lyrics are really corny or like fucking stupid or ridiculous, and then have a shitty playlist and be like, oh my god, what'd I do? Oops. That's how that works. I'll make up my body. I'm like having fun. It's a Sunday, and I woke up optimistic. I know the purpose to life. It's just like knowing it doesn't actually make life living easier. Oh, I knew this one. All right. Have you searched for an old friend or love interest online? That just talking about like the thing is like a lot of people I think of that I would want to not hook up with, but like would want to check in with would be like old female friends who are very likely having different last names now. So that's like because I don't know, I'm like I got girl humor like, but also I don't. I got all kinds of humor. My goal is to write a joke that everyone thinks is funny, and I think I'll reach it. Even the babies will be laughing. But there are people that I purposely wouldn't look for online because I don't want to hurt myself. When someone says blank, you think. That's a new page. Sorry. Transition. New page. It's Warshak words. This time, things that start with O. When someone says quagmire, I think Family Guy. Like anyone. Any classy lady born around the time I did. Otherwise, if you were a classy lady born in a different time, you might be thinking of the, like... which is, I think, like a conundrum or a situation that's hard to get out of. A puzzling situation for escape. When someone says qualified, I think, I drink beer, I smoke weed too. What do you want? I can be on the Supreme Court. I'm hella qualified. When someone says queen, I think that we should buy the monarchs back or rename them that. Queens. When someone says quenching, I think Diet Coke. When someone says quest, I think, well, I hope it's worthwhile. Nah, it's always just the questing that makes questing. It's not the booty or the profit. It's the questing. We gotta get a good team together. There's something about comedy that almost reminds me of an RPG where like you assemble your team for a show. You're like, all right, I want this kind of like, assembling my RPG team for a show. Aw. When someone says quiet, I think, oh my gosh. Oh. I'm alone a lot, and I swear I don't talk all the time. But I have fallen asleep talking and woken myself up with talking. When someone says quilts, I think Little House on the Prairie. Isn't that like pioneer stuff? A friendship quilt will be cool where everyone has a quilt or square they make, or everyone donates a t-shirt that we cut up into the quilt. It would be a lot of work, but it'd be a treasure. A lot of mini babies in it. When someone says quirky, I think Well, we had a hot moment there in the aughts, the late aughts, the early tens, huh? Now we all just know that it's just not really a manic pixie dream girl. It's just full on autism. When someone says quickly, I think how I talk, but nothing else. When someone says quotes, I think, word porn. I like a good quote. I like a good quote. I like words well assembled. All right, next page. More film favorites. So we're talking about classic sci-fi. So I'm gonna think of a classic sci-fi film. Mars Attacks. I like Mars Attacks. Was that Tim Burton? I think that did that one. Also, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was a book too. That is such a fever dream for me. Okay, so that was classic sci-fi, modern sci-fi. God, I don't watch a lot. I thought I'm a Prometheus. That came out a while ago. Event Horizon came out even longer ago. But Lawrence Fishburne, I answer these questions. All right, moving to the next page. Today I visited these websites: Instagram, Pinterest, my photos, which isn't really a website, but it's where I keep like all my exercises I do and other various things that I like to have a picture list of. Also, I'm just talking about it now for websites. So a boat capsized in Lake Tahoe yesterday. Shit. Moment of silence. Because of the 10 that went down, it pretty much seems like 2 are alive. They found 6 dead right away, 2 are missing, 2 are in the hospital. Damn. That sucks because you know they all loved each other on that boat. It's the hardest part about existing is when our people pass from it. It doesn't have to happen, I think. I think we could stop it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is courage to me? Something I am trying to manifest is more bravery. I don't know how much it holds me back. How important are writing skills to me? For myself, very important. For other people, very important. Yeah, damn. Right now, like, I have, like, I do believe that I am just like money away from a good project. I'm like, I have a writer's room, like a really good, I'm just money away from a project. I try to write every day, but it's like literally like it'll be like a sentence. I can't even remember what I wrote today. All the times it's depressing. It's like not even worthy of reading. I write a lot of depressing. Sometimes I get a funny. A lot of depressing. Sometimes a real sometimes I have something I'll write that I'll be like, oh, I need to send that to someone. The thing I wrote was kind of like an appreciation that, well, we all deserve. Even the worst person has something they should have been appreciated for. How important is having a good design sense? Okay. I'm like, clearly, chaos. Like, I don't know. Still chaos. It's like an ocean. So however anyone's design is, I respect the artist and their creation. I like how people, like, someone doesn't have to do my style. I like to see how we do our styles. I like to see how people's personalities reflect in their style. I think that's a really cool thing for people. Something that I've loved about Sacramento, honestly, in California in general. And I only say that because I haven't really gotten to travel outside of much more than. So each individual, like, there are things that are in style, and there's probably reasons that we don't understand why certain things will come into style and then out, but I like when people reflect their own style and everything, especially having gone to a uniform school for a few years, which, oh my God, I am not a uniform girl. I will try to break, I will test every limit, and like, not even in a slutty way, I'm just like, I'm trying to be creative. I'm like, what socks can I wear? What earrings can I wear? To make this uniform a little more spicy. A little more flavorful. How important are good cooking skills to me? I can't cook. I find it very exhausting. That the kitchen is not a peaceful place for me. But I am growing, and I am 2 down out of 3 square meals today. But I used to bake, but I didn't like it. It would always stress me out, but I would do it because I felt like it was something that I should like to do. I guess, like, because I thought the only way I had to create was like through making a family, and I mean in a very traditional sense, not like, because, like, you make a family in anything, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna get married to this dude that I can kind of tolerate, and then I can't have kids, but we'll let him know that eventually. Like, now I think I might be able to. Okay, how important is it to you that your life partner does not smoke? Not at all important to me. I'm a fan of obvious vices. I like obvious vices. I myself, big fan of vices. You can smoke in my car if you want. I would say roll down the window, but if it's winter, we'll like crack a back window. I kind of like the smell of cigarette smoke. I don't smoke it, but I don't mind smelling it. It smells like love to me, or at least like a good time. It smells like hanging out comfortably with people I like. That's what cigarette smoke smells like. How important is it to you that your life partner does not drink? They can do whatever the fuck they want to do as long as they don't judge me. I am a drinker. For now, maybe I won't always be. I'm a fan of a beverage. I'm a fan of alcohol. But I don't need to, some of the funnest people I know don't ever drink. Like, that's one of the cool things about comedy is, like, you get so many characters that, I'm not even saying I need alcohol. I just fucking like it. I don't need it. I like it. I don't need it every fucking day, every fucking moment. But damn, do I love something, especially something tasty. I love a fancy cocktail. I definitely do. My brother has like a tiki bar, like that kind of shit. Oh my God, I love that kind of shit. I don't know, any kind of theme thing. Like, if they spiked high tea, I mean, every time I do tea is high. How important is health consciousness to you? That's a big word. I'm like, I can't deny how helpful emotional and like mental health is. I didn't realize, if you just do and don't ever take time to address how you be, like, you could be very emotional and mentally unwell and just be like getting through life. And you try to hang yourself. On that note, so I take well care of my, I try to exercise. I do try and be mindful of, well, I can't help it with what I eat, it haunts me, but I try to be mindful of what I drink and consume drug wise, although I like enjoy those things. I definitely try and exercise, but also like be aware of like if my body needs rest. Like I hella fell on a tailbone during Savage Henry's, hell yeah, and I tried to do exercises. I honestly like I fell on it and I was drunk, but it was like at a place where it really wasn't interrupting my typical life, not even driving in the car. It was in such a unique tailbone fall that it really didn't interrupt my life until I tried to do some unique specific exercises that did go, and then I couldn't do those for a while. I was like, damn it, I have to hold off on that. Glutes and shit. That was like a long time ago. I healed though, because I took the time. How important is environmental awareness to you? So for me, it goes, people are what's most important, people. So like, I'm going to like be more worried about my thing with this person before I am about their opinions on the environment. So people, but then the planet, and then profit. Make it, oh shit. Okay, so I'm going to do a quote, and it is a quote, and I feel really lucky we're about to end this, like to end it on this page, because the quote is it's from Don Quixote, Quixotic. Back in my MySpace days, they did a thing where you, not right away, but eventually they added this feature where you could put like your mood, and I would always choose Quixotic. Mostly because I didn't want to be honest about how I felt, but also because I thought that word sounded fun. I can't remember what it means, but I remember I looked up the meaning one day, like after having it posted, for like 2 months. I looked up what the meaning was, and I was like, I don't agree with that. But I think that was me then. Me now, definitely. Like I chase windmills. Hell yeah! Don't break me out of my delusion. Fuck a person that does that. Not like in a good way. Just like, no, leave me alone. Let me chase my windmills. The quote is, make it thy business to know thyself, which is the most difficult lesson in the world. Oh, deja vu, though. The last quote was so much like that, and it makes actually a lot of sense for a journal called the Me Journal. That these would be the themes of the quote, so I'm not going to talk too much shit there. But I'm going to flip back to where the last quote was. Which was, I don't want to be racist, so I can't say the name. It's Lao, and then like a dash, and then TZU. Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing yourself is enlightenment. See, deja vu does make sense, because we just had, make it thy business to know thyself, which is the most difficult lesson in the world. Shit, it took me to hear to realize the theme of the book. Damn. I'm not saying I'm slow. I'm just saying I like to build a firm foundation for my knowledge. I like that this is out there. I'll repost them. Resurrected on YouTube. No one can say that I never did anything. Just that I had bad eyesight. Because I definitely have bad eyesight. You can even see my live streams. That's kind of one of the deals I have to have with this, is that I don't ever know how many people are watching it. But if there is anyone, damn, you the dopest. Well, some of my favorite kinds of people anyway. May what you create be like, may it go well. May you create things that bring you peace and joy. Thank you for making me less lonely.